Good morning, students. You're welcome once again to another mathematics class. And just like last week, we had the topic Statistics 1. We still continue with the same topic, but this time around we're going to another subtopic, and we're looking at precisely frequency table as our subtopic. We'll be looking at these learning objectives. A, we want to define frequency, and then we want to also define frequency table. B, we want to prepare a frequency table from any given raw data. The C, we want to look at how to interpret any given frequency table. Okay, now let's look at the meaning of frequency, tally, and frequency table. The first one is frequency. Frequency simply talks about how often, or how many times, or the number of times a particular value or number appears in a given data. For example, in a set of numbers 2, 4, 7, 2, 9, 3, 9, 2, 4, 4, and 9. The frequency of 2 is 4. How? It means if you look at 2 here, 2 appears 4 times. So it makes the frequency of 2 to be 4. And we say the frequency of 9 is 3 because 9 appears 3 times in the given data. Now what about tally chart? Tally chart is just a way of grouping numbers in fives. 4 vertical strokes and then a horizontal stroke across the 4, making 5. Okay? For example, if you want to get a tally chart for 9, I have 5 here, then I have another 4 strokes, making 9. Then let's look at frequency table. What do you mean by frequency table? It simply means a table that lists items and shows the number of times the items occur from the word frequency. So a frequency table must have 3 columns. Don't forget 3 columns. The first one is the item you're talking about. The second is the tally. And the last one, the frequency. Well, let's look at this work example on frequency table. It says the raw data below shows the number of mobile phone calls made by a group of students in a certain day. We have 5, 6, 7, 8. It means that on this particular day, the student made 5 phone calls. Now, the first question says, use tally mark to prepare a frequency table for this data. To do this, I will need to create the frequency table. I have this. Okay. Here I have the item. The item simply talks about the number of students, which is the item that talks about is phone calls. Here we talk about the tally. We have the tally, and here we have the frequency. Okay, looking at this. How many number of calls were made as the 4 calls made? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 here. And the tally will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Since it's not up to 5. Then go to 5. 5 calls. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 7. So I have, watch, 1, 2, 3, 4. A horizontal stroke making 5. We're left with this. If you follow the trend, 6 will give us 3. So we just 3 strokes. What about 7? 7, that is 6. How do I get my tally for 6? It means 1, 2, 3, 4. The horizontal will make it 5. Then this make it 6. What about 8 calls? How many of them? 5. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. This is how to prepare our frequency table. Now let's go to the second question. Still on the same example, it says what calls occur most often? What calls occur most often? It simply talks about, it's simply telling us the call with the highest frequency. Call with the highest frequency. It means which call has occurs the most here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 appears 7 times. Definitely, call with the highest frequency is 5 calls. The last one, it says what percentage of the students made 8 calls? So I'll just tell the teacher percentage of students who made 8 calls. It simply talks about how many students made 8 calls. Looking at this list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 of them. And what is the total number of calls here? If you count 1, 2, 3 to this end, it's 25. It means 5 over 25. Since they say percentage times 100. Definitely we know 25 here 1, 25 in 100 will give me 4. 5 times 4 will give me 20%. It simply means the percentage of the students that made 8 calls is 20%. And this brings us to the end of the class for today. I want to believe we've learned something great today. So I look forward to seeing your great work being turned in the Google Classroom. Thank you very much. And if you have any further questions, please send it across. Have a wonderful day. Thanks.